Hello everyone, happy Friday, hope you're all doing well. If you've not seen me before, my name is Abby the Mindset Fairy and I'm here to help you with guidance on how to turn your dreams into a reality. If you have seen me before, then welcome back. So today's message is all about other people's opinions and mindsets and how that can impact our own opinions and mindsets, and what we can do about it and how we can make sure that other people's negative opinions don't impact the way that we think about ourselves and the journey that we're on towards our dreams. So I've covered a little bit about this before in one of my earlier videos, but I really felt the need to kind of go into it in a little bit more detail. It's a few things. It's something that's really come up a bit with my clients, where they've been talking about their hopes, their dreams, what they want to achieve, and the people around them are not as supportive as they thought they would be, and they're kind of really battling with that, and it's impacting how they view themselves. So I wanted to really sort of talk a little bit more on that today. So first of all, what's the difference between our opinion and our mindset? Well, one really feeds off the other. So our opinions come from our mindsets and our mindsets come from our perception of our experience. So when you are dealing with someone, so say you've got a friend or a family member and they have a lack mindset. So they view everything as what they don't have. So say that, they have this amount of money, but they want this and they can't afford it. They want a job with more responsibility, but they feel that they don't have the experience and they're not willing to make the changes to get the experience. So that's what we call like a lack mindset. And that can create negative opinions about what is possible and what is achievable. Same goes with a victim mindset as well, which is how we perceive situations to be against us. So we might view a situation like, we don't get that promotion because I'm being discriminated against, my face doesn't fit within the company, various different reasons, where actually the reason why you're not getting the promotion might be because of your mindset, because you're negative and they don't want someone who's negative to be in charge. But you perceive that as an offence against you. And when you start to work from those places and those types of mindsets, you view everything within your life as being a negative. So you only look at it as the bad point of view. I didn't get that job because I never get that job, because I never had the experience. I was late for work because people always pull out in front of me. I'm always stuck in traffic. The traffic lights always go wrong at the wrong time. And when you have that sort of opinion and that mindset, when someone then comes to you and goes, I've got this amazing dream, this amazing vision, this is what I want to do, their reaction to that is always going to be negative. It's always going to be, but that's never going to work because these things just don't work out for normal people. Or they're going to say that, but you've never done that before, so you don't have the experience to do that. And their opinion is going to be based off their own feeling of lack or their own feeling of a negative mindset. And what's difficult about this is that when you are living in that type of mindset, you view every situation in your life with that type of mindset. So when these people come up to you, who are usually friends and loved ones and family members, they will have a lot of examples as to why these things never work. They will have a lot of experience in telling you why things are more negative, because they have viewed their life and everything that's happened to them from that viewpoint. So they will go, well, these things don't happen because I had that dream to do this, but that never happened and it never came about and I never got the opportunity. So what's to say that you will? Or they'll say, I wanted to have a higher position within my company, but my CV never gets forwarded to an interview stage. I never get any further because that just doesn't happen for us. Or you'll never lose that weight because I've always struggled with my weight because it never stays off, or I never get there. Because they are viewing it from that negative point of view. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It will always be negative for them. And they will give you advice based on that. And the difficulty is when you're coming up from that from usually multiple angles. You have multiple people in your life who will say similar sorts of things, and it all accumulates to you then thinking, well, maybe I am in the wrong by thinking that I can do this. And we start to adopt that mindset. And when we start to adopt that lack mindset or that victim mindset, that negative mindset, we then start to view our lives from a negative point of view, and our dreams come further and further and further away. So if you flip that and surround yourself with people who have a positive mindset, who have a growth mindset, who view everything as an opportunity and view every challenge as a dollop, like a missed bullet. You know, if I'd gone for that, who knows what would have happened? Instead, I got this opportunity, which is better, and that suits me better. So people who view it from that point of view, who go, well, no, I didn't have the experience, but I had a lot of the experience through what I was doing. And nobody going into the role, unless they're job transferring, has the experience. Everyone has to step up eventually. So I did. And by having that positive viewpoint, their employer was just like, yes, that's the sort of person we want to lead us. And then they get the opportunity. And when you're running on that type of mindset, the opinions that you get from those people are going to be, well, why can't you do it? I did. Why can't you make that jump? Why can't you reach your goal weight? Why can't you get fit and healthy? Why can't you change career completely? Because from their point of view, if it hasn't worked out, there's a reason for it. And that every opportunity is something that can challenge you, and if it doesn't work, then it was never meant to work, and it was never meant to be, and it gives them the opportunity to try again in a different way for something that is better and something that is more rewarding. And who knows what would have happened had they not missed that other opportunity, because it could have been awful. It could have been the universe's way of protecting them, or fate's way of protecting them from making a really bad decision. And when you start surrounding yourself with people like that, you then start to look at your own goals as, well, why can't I do that? Why can't I make that jump? Why can't I do that? They are. If they can do it, I can do it. And it's a completely different way of looking at things. So when we start to take on board what people are saying, and you've got some people saying, yes, yes, I can, and other people saying, no, no, you can't, then what do? And that's when it all comes down to your own mindset. And that's when it all comes down to listening to what people are saying and going, is this actually helpful for me? Are their experiences and their opinions relevant to my own personal experiences? If I look at my life objectively, do things usually work out for me? And you'll probably find that, yes, actually they do. It's just our perception of it. And the best thing to do is to put on the rose-coloured glasses for your own life and choose to view as your own experiences as being positive. Because when you start to view it from that lens, it becomes so much easier to stay in that positive mindset. It also makes it very much easier to put like a wall between you and the people with the negative mindsets. It doesn't mean that you have to cut them out from your life or anything like that, but you can thank them for their opinion and then choose to ignore it. You can thank them for their warnings, which are usually made from a place of love, usually made because they don't want you to fail. And look at it and go, well, thank you for trying to protect me. I completely understand that that is your perception of how your life has been, but I still want to do this and I still want to try it. So I am going to try it, and thank you for being there to support me, but I'm still going to go for it. And when you start to listen to people's opinions but not take them on board, not make them into core of what you are, not look at other people's perceptions of it and go, well, okay, no, things always go wrong, then you can be a lot more balanced, because other people's emotions tend to impact our emotions a lot more than we think, particularly when they're like friends and family member, parents, siblings, best friends, partners. Their opinions do matter to us. But if you start thinking, they're only telling me this because they love me, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's applicable to me, then you can start to use your discernment a little bit more with it. Because what you don't want to do is take on all their negative and then become more negative, because it's so much harder to shift out of it once you're in it, and then you're having it in every year all the time, negative. It's never going to work. you're going to start to believe it. As hard as you try not to, you will believe it. And we've spoken about before how powerful the mind is in convincing ourselves of a reality. So that's really sort of the message for today, is look at your own life with rose-coloured glasses. Look at every opportunity that you've had as if it's not worked out, you've dodged a bullet. If it has worked out, just think of how great it was that worked out. Because even if you went for it and you tried it and then actually you decided you didn't like it, you still had that opportunity to rule that out as something that you wanted to do. And that's still a positive. So when you start to look at it and start to practice looking at everything as a positive, looking at everything as it was meant to be this way, and I'm learning so much from it, that's what you need to keep hold of. And that belief will help you get to where you want to be. And everyone other's opinions is just that. It's just their opinion, because it's not their life. They're not living it. So take it, thank them, but hold it at arm's length, and make sure that you listen to the people around you who are more positive and who are actually going for those goals, because those are the sorts of people that are going to give you that help to boost you when you feel yourself slipping back. So I hope that helped, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.